for Merric. Your strong reproach made me realize that the world doesn't stop just because someone we respected and cared about is no longer with us. We know who the enemy is and where to find them. The time has come to take the battle to the worm cult. The note we discovered talked about a worm nest on the northern coast of Rivenspire. We must gather our forces, storm their lair, and deal with the worm cult leader, Mazama. Perhaps, but I don't think so. Everything happened quickly after Merric destroyed the Soul Reaper and Mazama retreated. The job I hired you for ended when we found Merric, but I'd like to extend your employment. Help us assault the worm cult nest.
Pardon the interruption. Vanis Galarian would like to talk to you. He's right outside.
The leader of the Magus Guild? His assistance could be crucial to destroying the worm nest. Welcome, Vanis. We're glad to be working alongside you and your guild again.
There's no time for niceties, Azah. You there, come speak to me. A pleasure to see you again, friend, despite the dire circumstances. Thank you for purging our sanctum of the worm cult infestation. Reliable as ever, I see. Please, describe everything you experienced during the attack. Spare no detail. Yes. Gabriel called Mazama snake-like. My extensive knowledge of Daedra tells me that she's likely a harvester, known for their illusion magic. I suspect that's how she got into our sanctum undetected. Tell me, how did Merric die? Merric was a great warrior, but also reckless. Attacking an unknown arcane device. Clearly a miscalculation. An intact Soul Reaper would have revealed more than the shards we recovered. Had he waited for you to intervene, he might still be alive. That's fair. I do appreciate the help. And perhaps more would have died if Merric hadn't destroyed the Soul Reaper. Thank you for your recounting of what you saw. Now, where can we find the worm cult nest you uncovered? I know that lighthouse well, and am aware of a cove to the south. Let me mark it on your map. We'll meet you there after I conclude my business with Prince Azah and Skordo. No guild can function without a guildmaster. Not even the Fighters Guild. What haven't I been up to? I am Tamriel's greatest living mage, after all. I had just started to get inclinations that the worm cult might not be as finished as we thought when word reached me about the attacks on the guild halls. I am beyond annoyed. Just that I wish we had an intact one to study. They've been appearing throughout the land at sites where the worm cult is engaging in hostile actions. Ever since Manamarco started his Order of the Black Worm, they've been nothing but trouble. Isn't it obvious? With Merric dead, someone needs to take the reins of the Fighters Guild until their ponderously slow council can select a new guildmaster. Since they're in the thick of it, Skordo and Prince Azah are the most likely candidates. Certainly not, and I wouldn't presume. But in this time of trouble, we need a stable and functioning Fighters Guild to stand against the worm cult. Prince Azah has leadership training and was taught by Guildmaster Merric. He's the clear choice. The Fighters Guild requires leadership. I suggest Prince Azah take command until your council can select a new guildmaster.
He's right, Azah. And you know the rest of the guild is more likely to follow you than they are me.
As much as I want to be there with you, I see the wisdom in Vanis's words. I'll stay behind to command the guild.
Won't you take pity on me? Someone was playing with Daedric magic out at the Adrald estate. Opened a portal to Oblivion and everything.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Scordo said there's a wormcoat base somewhere around here. I'm ready to fight as soon as we find a way in.
Damn worms don't make finding their nest easy. The note said a cove on the north coast, right? It should be around here somewhere. If you find it before I do, just holler. That's not up to me or Vanus. That's for the Guild Council to decide. Merric just died, and nobody wants to replace him. But someone needs to have their hand on the tiller. Might as well be Azah. Merric trusted him, so that's good enough for me.
Keep looking. The nest must be here somewhere. Ah! The nest entrance. Let's head inside. Gabrielle will join us shortly. I tasked her with re-establishing the wards protecting our guild hall, just in case the worms attack again in our absence. No need for an invitation. Let's head inside. I suggest we split our forces. We'll draw less attention and hurry our search for Mazama.
Good call. We'll go west. You and our friend head north.
Let my magic empower you! Come! I shall augment your attack! I sense illusion magic beyond the crumbled wall. Find the source. I offer my great strength. Yes, there's something here. I'll dispel the illusion. A hidden journal. Intriguing. What does it say? Ah! A means to deactivate the Soul Reapers. But where do they funnel souls to? Let's keep searching. Soul Reapers. What a grotesque invention. Waylaying one soul on its way to the afterlife is bad enough. To do so at this scale is unthinkable. Whenever we encounter one, exploit this design flaw and tear out its core. That should destroy it safely. Come! I shall augment your attacks! Let my magic empower you! I offer my great strength! I offer my great strength! How deep have these disgusting worms burrowed? Come! I shall augment your attacks! Look! Past the gate! Captives from the Mages Guild!
Resist if you want. We take your soul either way.
The device siphoned their souls! A horrid death. We must destroy that Soul Reaper! Let my magic empower you! Core as the journal described. Excellent. They can be destroyed without triggering a fatal explosion. Now that I witnessed a Soul Reaper firsthand, the scope of the danger becomes quite clear. This goes beyond the threat to the fighters and mages guilds. But what is the Worm Cult's ultimate goal? I have contended with the Worm Cult longer than anyone. Based on previous encounters, they usually seek something disastrous. The more information we learn down here, the better. I sense illusion magic nearby. Let's search this room for its source. The illusion is behind that altar, along the wall. What can we learn from this scroll? A singular focus on the destruction of every living being. They must be stopped. Our search continues. Last time, the Worm Cult sought to drag Nirn into Cold Harbor. Now, Mizama wants the souls of every living person to gain favor with Molag Bal. I still can't make sense of the whole picture. We need to keep searching.
Move it! I offer my great strength! Give them everything you've got!
By the stars! So many Reapers! They could blanket all of Tamriel.
Let my magic empower you!
Come! I shall augment your attacks!
Okay.
Come! I shall augment your attacks!
I offer my great strength! Watch it! Let my magic empower you!
The Fighters Guild contingent, all dead. Wait, I recognize that sword. It's Skordo's. Let me take a look at that sword. It's Skordo's blade, all right. I'd know his tough, stubborn aura anywhere, and the sword reeks of it. He wouldn't have parted with his weapon, not unless he had no choice. Our task now shifts from gathering information to rescuing Skordo the Knife. By doing something reckless, we must split up. I suspect time is of the essence, and I won't see another member of the Fighters Guild fall this day. Take the eastern hallway, and be careful. Illusions abound in this place.
Together, you and I.
More cult bastards ambushed us! Come help me, pal!
You asked for it. Scordo! You're injured.
No, Varnus! I'm over here! That's not me!
Arrogant mage. My master demands your presence.
Dragging Varnus into a portal!
The great mage does not fall easily.
You can't have him, creature!
Protect the staff!
First, the mage's head. Next, the fighter's heart.
Vanus is gone. Mazama took him.
Yeah, let's figure this out, pal.
I was too late. Again. We lost another leader because I wasn't here. I should have... No. This isn't time for recrimination. Talk to Scordo and let's figure out how to get Vanus back.
Mazama ambushed me. Cast a spell and I blacked out. I woke up feeling wrung dry, like how you described Magister Andrello. I guess that's what it feels like when the snake takes your appearance. Yeah, but I think she's planning more than that. Did you hear what she said about the fighter's heart? But what do I know? I can't even keep my friends safe. It's all falling apart, pal. I don't think we're gonna beat the worms this time. Can't even let me have a moment, huh, pal? But yeah, I'm still better at punching people than anyone I know, present company excluded. Alright, let's get the tusk out of here. Maybe Gabrielle can portal us somewhere, and we can make a plan. How do you feel about a portal, Gabrielle?
Of course. One portal to Shornhelm's Mages Guild coming up.
About Vanus.
No apologies, Scordo. We'll get Vanus back. I'll take Vanus's staff. It may behave strangely in untrained hands.
All yours. Now let's get out of here.
We'll return to the Mages Guild Hall and regroup. We need to find Vanus and stop whatever else Mazama is planning. Vanus's staff is a powerful arcane tool. He may not have wanted it to fall into the Worm Cult's hands, or he had some other reason to make sure it ended up with us and not the enemy. We have to trust Vanus. He never does anything without purpose.
No more talking. Not right now. All I want to do is clear my head and find Mazama. Let's head through the portal and get out of here.
Tell me, what happened? Where's Vanus?
I'll let our friend fill you in. I need to think.
I came as soon as I received Gabrielle's summons, just in time to see you all return. But where's Vanus? And why do Gabrielle and Scordo look so haggard? What happened at that worm nest, comrade? We can destroy the Soul Reapers without unleashing a killing explosion? That's excellent news. I can't wait to hear the details. But what do they actually do? And by the swords of my forefathers, tell me what happened to Vanus. Mazama and the Worm Cult captured Vanus Galerian, the leader of the Mages Guild and the greatest mage alive. You probably should have led with that, comrade. First Merric, now Vanus. By Stendarr's beard, what other disasters can befall us? The mage's head obviously refers to Vanus. As for the fighter's heart, she already killed Merric. I'm just a temporary substitute for the duration of this crisis. What could she... Set's tears! She means to attack the Earthforge! Merric told me about that. You destroyed the Mortum Vivicus with the weapon, yes? So you know the power of the Earthforge. Mazama can look like anyone, and she currently wears Scordo's form. She can walk right in. We need to get there now.
I can open a portal to the Earth Forge. Then Prince Azah and I have our own task to attend to.
We do. What can be more important than defending the Earth Forge and stopping Mazama?
Enough Reapers to cover all of Tamriel? We need to convince the alliances to join with the guilds, just like last time.
Good luck with that. It took Vanas to get the Alliance leaders to work together last time. Wait, you know where the Earth Forge is?
The Antiquarian Circle knows many secrets, Scordo. Now go. You have your mission, and we have ours.
Right. Come on, pal. Through the portal.
The portal's open. Go help the Fighters Guild. Just watch out for Scordo. He still seems rattled by Mazama's spell. Azah and I will do our best to rally the alliances. With any luck, we can make them see that working together is our best option.
Looks Jawbone! The attack's already begun! Let's talk before we rush in blindly. Look at what Mazama and her worms have done! More of my comrades dead! I want to gut every last worm and leave them drowning in their own blood! This is my fault. All my fault. Sure, but I let myself get captured. Let Mazama use her illusion magic on me. You saw how she pretended to be me to capture Vanas. My guess is she's using the same trick here to infiltrate the Earth Forge. Yeah, optimism. I suppose we need that right about now. Prince Azah is gonna want an intact Fighters Guild to lead, after Gabriel and him convinced the three alliances to join forces. That means it's up to us to save whoever's still alive here. With extreme prejudice, kill every worm cultist that crosses our path. Destroy those damn Soul Reapers, and then find Mazama and send her back to whatever oblivion pit she crawled out of. Let's get moving! More Soul Reapers! Destroy them! Get him. Damn worms! It's an infestation! Faster, pal! As long as Mazama's pretending to be me, me, my guildmates are dying!
That's right. Make them pay. Let's end them.
Find a soul gem for that weapon of yours.
I don't remember these corridors being so dismal. There! That's me! I mean, not me! Mazama! Get her!
I won, mortal. I shattered your guild, killed or captured your leader. The Order of the Black Worm is victorious! Gaze into my eyes. Succumb to my illusion. Mortal! Destroying me won't stop our master's plan!
Well done, friend. You made Mazama pay for Merric and all the deaths she caused.
And it looks like the worms didn't get all my guildmates. That's something at least.
I fought the worm cult during the plane meld. They're all monsters, even the ones who look like people. Seeing them again is a nightmare.
We heard that Guildmaster Merric had died and that Prince Azah was taking control for the interim, but no one told us Scordo was coming here. Then he opened a portal, and a worm cult horde swarmed out. That's when I knew that wasn't Scordo.
You fought good, pal. It was an honor to fight at your side and take out Mazama. But you should talk to Gabrielle. I don't like that look on her face. Last time I saw it, she made it rain on me for 3 straight days.
Good job taking down Mazama, but we're not safe yet. As Prince Azah and I were meeting with representatives of the 3 alliances, we received reports of Soul Reapers and Worm Cult attack squads appearing across Tamriel. It's bad out there. Not exactly. Prince Azah and I were able to get the alliances to send ambassadors to Sturk, the same island where Ivanis forged the agreement to attack Cold Harbor. But we're far from reaching such an agreement again. Frankly, we could use your help. Take my portal to Sturk and talk to your Alliance's ambassador. Convince them that the worm cult threat is real, and we need to work together to stop it. Prince Azah and I will lean on the other two and do the same. I left the Alliance ambassadors alone on Sturk with Prince Azah. Let's go try to convince them.
Did you explain the stakes? We need the three alliances to cooperate.
We got them to come to Sturk. That's a start. Now we just need to make them see reason.
Ambassadors, please! You must listen!
Those attacks in Oradon. Prince Azah says it's the worm cult.
What does it matter? We can't fight wars in both Cyrodiil and our sovereign territory.
I was raised in King Faharan, the hero who uncovered this plot. Let's hear them out. Gabriel Bentley attempted to convince me that the worm cult has returned. How preposterous. I suggest you speak with your Alliance's ambassador. I need to have a conversation with Prince Azah. As a member of the Covenant, I trust he will speak true.
I grew up around men and women such as these, comrade. I know how to lead opposing sides to equitable solutions, or thought I did. But these representatives confound me with their hard-headedness. See if you can talk sense into your ambassador.
Prince Azah was quite adamant that there's imminent danger. You should talk to your Alliance's representative, while I see what else the Fighters and Mages Guilds have to say.
Prince Azah and Gabrielle got the representatives here. Now it looks like the rest is up to you.
Go on, friend. Talk to your Alliance's ambassador. Prince Azah and I will take the other two aside and do the same. We need them to see the benefits of working together to stop the worm cult and their soul reapers.
Gabrielle tells a compelling tale of necromancy and Daedric cults. But I am not yet convinced that the Pact is truly in danger. Why don't you elaborate on why I should believe that the worm cult has returned and is a significant threat to the land? Are you certain it's a resurrected worm cult, and not just the work of an insignificant handful of fanatics who refuse to accept defeat? Surely they can't be a threat to the powerful Ebonheart Pact? That explains the obvious concern displayed by Prince Azah and Gabrielle. Perhaps this threat is more dire than I anticipated. I'll bring this information to my superiors right away.
I'm sure I speak for my fellow diplomats when I say we will pass on the information, but can make no promises.
Vanessa's staff. It's reacting to you, friend. Reach out and see what happens. This isn't my doing. Vanessa's staff seems to have a mind of its own. Take a closer look. Vanis!
Listen, everyone. My time is short. You must... I am very much relieved that my spell succeeded and reached you. And I see you've gathered the alliances. Good, good. Needless to say, the worm cult captured me. My spell won't last long, so listen closely to my instructions. Mizama teleported me and locked me in a cell. Reminds me of Cold Harbor, but also it doesn't. A problem for later. Listen, the Soul Reapers are just the start. The worm cult has a hidden nest. It's amassing forces to launch a devastating attack. My guards mentioned an isolated island called Solstice. If I learn more, I'll contact you again. But you must convince the alliances. They must join with the guilds again to stop this threat. If not, the worm cult will bring death to all of Nirn.
If even the great Vanus Galerian is worried about this threat, we have to act. Now.
There's no time to waste, comrade. Come, let us speak.
Solstice? Never heard of it. But the words of Vanus Galerian give weight to your message. I will make sure the Pact provides its support.
Between your efforts and Vanus's message, the Alliance ambassadors finally seem willing to throw us their support. And from what Vanus told us, I suspect we'll need it. A rescue must wait. The threat hiding on Solstice is our first priority. Just as the alliances, guilds, and heroes of Tamriel joined forces on Sturk to end the plane meld, we must do so again to stop the worm cult on Solstice. Your actions were instrumental in revealing this threat. I hope we can count on you again.
It's clear now. We need to work together if we're to have any hope of defeating the worm cult.
Agreed. We must report back to our superiors and rally our forces.
And what should we call this newfound camaraderie?
How about the Sturk Fellowship? This island has a habit of being part of these things.
We'll be in touch regarding Solstice, friend. Until then, stay safe. Of course I'm worried, but Vanus is a powerful mage, perhaps the most powerful. He can handle himself. I just wish he told us more about Solstice. No, I'm barely sure I've even read about the place, but I plan to do some research while we wait for Vanus's next message.
Sturk Fellowship? Yes, Gordo suggests a good name. I will do my best to lead the Fighters Guild and make Merric proud. As soon as we get clarity on the obstacles we face, I'll send for you. Until then, Stendarr keep you safe, comrade. Our way forward is blocked by 3 primary obstacles. The Sturk Fellowship must still be organized. We don't know where the island of Solstice hides in the vast seas, and we have only the barest idea where Vanus is imprisoned. While the guilds and the 3 alliances have agreed to work together to combat the worm cult in principle, there are still treaties to be signed, logistics to work out, and plans to be finalized. That will fill mine and Gabrielle's days for a time. That task will most likely fall upon the Mages Guild and the scholars and sages of the alliances. If there is even the merest mention of Solstice in an old scroll or text, we will find it. The rescue of Vanus is crucial, but stopping the threat posed by the Worm Cult and their Soul Reapers must be our first priority. And to do that, we need to locate Solstice and transport our forces there. We'll save Vanus as well. This, I swear.
The Pact will send champions at least. Perhaps some troops. At least until we know the extent of what the Worm Cult is actually planning. Yorin brought the Dark Elves and the Argonians together to defeat the Akaviri. And he set aside hostilities to defeat the Worm Cult once before. I can't say with any certainty, but I believe the Ebonheart Pact will do the right thing.
Sturk Fellowship. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? And when next we meet, you and I are gonna ring a lot of worm cult heads. Just like a hammer striking a bell. That's what we're gonna do. For Merric. Not a damn thing. It could be an island paradise for all I know. Or it could be a carnal pit crawling with worms and Daedra. Probably a little bit of both. As long as there's something there for me to punch, all good. For the duration of this crisis, and until the Council can formally select a replacement for Merric, certainly. I give him a hard time, but Prince Azah is a good man, and a good warrior. He'll make Merric proud. Just you watch. Coordinating the forces of 2 guilds and 3 alliances? That's not a job I envy. As for Vanus, he got captured trying to rescue me. Least I can do is return the favor. Soon as we stop the worm cult from bringing death to all Nirn, I'm on it.
The Stirk Fellowship? Well, I don't hate it. We could do worse for a name for our combined forces. Perhaps, perhaps not. Who can know the mind of a man like Merric? In any case, it's not up to me. I shall bring your argument to my superiors in Daggerfall. And it was a very convincing argument to be sure. And let them decide.
The Stirk Fellowship? I suppose it will do until I can suggest something better. We set aside our differences once to defeat the worm cult. It may take some convincing, but I am certain the Old Merry Dominion will contribute. At least a champion or two. Perhaps a few knights. At least until we know the true extent of the threat.